Hello, how we doing? I'm Andrew Zorb, and I did my SAS 476 project on the bridge pattern. So to start things out, we're going to go over the intent of the bridge pattern. So basically what it's trying to do is decouple an abstraction from its implementation so that the two can vary independently. It also wants to publish an interface in an inheritance hierarchy and bury the implementation in its own inheritance hierarchy. Also beyond encapsulation to insulation. And also, the bridge pattern wants to progressively add functionality while separating out major differences using abstract classes. So next we have the motivation of the bridge pattern. So basically what the bridge pattern is trying to do is propose refactoring exponentially explosive inheritances hierarchies into two orthogonal hierarchies, one for platform independent abstractions and the other for platform dependent implementations. So on the bottom you can see two pictures. One is one big hierarchy which has different shapes and different colors. And what we did was refactor it to two different hierarchies, one for shapes that implement color and one for just the colors. So that's basically what we want to do with the bridge pattern. Next we have the structure. So for the bridge pattern, the client doesn't want to deal with the platform dependent details. The bridge pattern encapsulates this complexity behind an abstraction wrapper. It also emphasizes identifying and decoupling interface abstractions from implementation abstractions. And if you look at the picture below, you can basically see the overview of how the bridge pattern basically works. So we have the client, which goes to the interface encapsulation, which has the implementation in it, and it has the interface specialization going to it, and the interface encapsulation gets the information from the interface encapsulation that has the different implementations going to it. So basically, the main interface encapsulation incorporates the other one into it and implements it. And the one connecting them is what we call the bridge. Next we have the consequences. So the consequences of the bridge pattern is basically we're decoupling interface and implementation. We're making an implementation that is not permanently bound to an interface. The implementation of an abstraction can be configured and even switched at runtime, which isn't good. And the bridge pattern abstraction and implementation hierarchies can be extended independently. So the main uses of the bridge pattern is for GUI frameworks and persistent frameworks, just connecting everything together using that bridge. So now we're going to show you the code I made. So basically from the example earlier is kind of the code I decided to make with the shapes and colors, except I made so I basically did that. So what we have first is the first hierarchy, which is the color hierarchy. And what we have coming out of that is one for the red color, one for the green color, and one for the blue color. And these are all concrete implementators. So we have those three in the hierarchy for the color. And then next we have our next hierarchy, which is for shapes. And the shapes here, all circle, square, and triangle, which are all the concrete implementators from the shape class. And one thing you can notice in these different shapes from the shape hierarchy are they implement the color classes. So just how you saw in the picture from the structure, we have the shape hierarchy implementing the color straight from it. So we don't have to make the different options for it. We just make it a lot easier by separating them. So as you can see down here we have all that triangle, square, color, or in the circle. This is the bridge right here, bridging the two hierarchies together to create it. So down here we initialize all the colors and then we create the shapes with all the different colors. So what I did was go through every shape for one color, every shape again for another color, every shape again for another color. And we're going to output the results here and we're going to see if it worked. So as you can see, we drew a square red color, circle red color, triangle red color, square blue, circle blue, triangle blue, square green, circle green, triangle green. So as you can see, it all worked and we used the bridge pattern for this. Once again, we separated the two hierarchies in this, the two classes, which was the shapes and colors, and then we used the shape hierarchy to implement the color instead of just making the different options for it. And that was my 476 project. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.